Hello everyone, welcome to the end of day wrap here on day one on the island paradise of Honolulu. Hawaii is where we are. This is Brian David-Marshall. I'm your host, Rich Hagon, welcoming you to a little summary, an executive summary of hundreds and hundreds of matches, 2 formats, and some great storylines, BDM.
My executive summary is Yuya Watanabe is very good at Magic.
He really is. 2-time player
Bullet
of
point.
the year. Yep, 2-time player of the year, 22 Grand Prix top 8, 7 titles. But as Zach Hill pointed out, only 2 Pro Tour top 8s to date, plus a Players' Championship.
Right.
So let's see what tomorrow brings. But as handicaps go, who wants to give him a lead?
No, this is looking very, very good for him. He does have to face his dreaded nemesis,
Mike Sigrist. Why don't we take a look at the overall leaderboard, and we can show you that we have 2 8-0 players, Yuya Watanabe and Mike Sigrist of the United States. They will go at it tomorrow. They must do as the only 2 8-0s. They see them up on top of the leaderboard, Japan and the United States, and it's a fantastically international leaderboard, BDM.
Well, just going for a second there, that's a rematch from Grand Prix Washington, D.C. finals, where those 2 players faced off not too long ago.
Where Sigrist won.
Where Sigrist won and qualified for this event. So,
okay.
Yeah, we see South Korea, we see Croatia, Tony Portland, the sort of perpetual Croatian Magic captain.
Absolutely. Then you've got Andrej Stratsky of the Czech Republic, Shahar Shenhar, our reigning world champion, of course. Omar Belden is there. Great job. Not one of the Canadians we would have expected, right?
I was going to say there's 2 Canadian teams, of players. Omar Belden is not a name that's going to come up. Great job by him. Personally, I really want to talk about is Greg Orange.
Okay.
Greg Orange had a top 25 finish at the last Pro Tour, and was really out in front for a lot of that tournament. Fell back in the pack in the last couple rounds to only top 25 and qualify for the next Pro Tour. Great job by him. Here going 7-1 at his next Pro Tour, and may very well be someone that we need to be paying a little more attention to tomorrow.
Now on your screen right now, just above BDM's right ear, are the 2 other 7-1s. That's Bram Snetvanger's Hall of Fame and former Rookie of the Year, Felipe Tapia Becerra. Now, honestly, let's be clear, a lot of people would have thought Bram's best days might have been behind him. Today was one of Bram's best days. 7-1 in great shape in a sort of Hall of Fame themed weekend. We've got the 3 new inductees this weekend and a lot of Hall of Famers around the top tables.
Yeah, well, a couple things changed for Hall of Famers for this Pro Tour. Starting this season, there's a different appearance fee for Hall of Famers to come to the Pro Tour. You saw a few more of them showing up that maybe Nikolai Herzog's like, well, this might be enough to get me out here. So Nikolai Herzog, Bram Snetvanger showing up.
Tell you who else is here.
Yeah.
Masashio Iso.
I was going to say.
Now, he is not on this board, but we only show you the top 20, and right now there are a stack.
Oh, Iso is 21st.
Okay, so, and these again are just a selection of the 6 and 2, so don't think about this in terms of tie breaks, but on this board you've got Saporito, who opened up 5-0, John Sittner of the US.
Another player who's been putting up good results. We keep seeing him deep into day 2s lately.
Absolutely. And also, like Alexander John is someone that Zach and I mentioned here at the news desk. 2 Grand Prix top 8s in the past 12 months. He really seems to get it. That draw was with Matt Severa in the last round. They went pretty much to time and ended up drawing. I guess that might have been a blue-black mirror or some such.
Sure.
Paul Rietzel and his induction weekend, 6-2. Even Flock, 6-2, looking to repeat, of course. Chaz Hinkle. Why don't we take a look on here and talk you through some of the other 6 and 2s.
Well,
you say someone famous, and I'll say someone famous, and we'll see how long it takes us to run out.
I'll say Patrick Chapin.
I'll say Sean McLaren.
I'll say Alexander Hayne.
I'll say Yoshihiko Ikawa.
I'll say Dennis Rashid.
I'll say Li Shi-chan.
I'll say Makihito Mahara.
I'll say
Ben Stark.
I'll say Eduardo dos Santos Vieira.
I'll say Christian Sable.
I'll say David Ochoa.
How about Owen Turtwell?
I'll say Sam Black.
Fabrizio Anteri.
Thomas Nage.
how about Brad Nelson?
In 50th. And how about a little bit of symmetry in 51st, and the last player on 6 and 2, Guillaume Matignon.
They may have a 6 and 2 playoff tomorrow.
Slightly less hype, presumably, for that one. Yes, a round 9 Saturday morning 6 and 2 playoff. The rematch. Lovely.
Someone
All right.
make T-shirts.
Now, those are players.
Inkwell Looter, I'm looking at you. I want a T-shirt by tomorrow.
You done? Those are players and those are scores, but the way we got there was by playing our favourite game. 2 formats BDM, give us a word on limited and then a word on constructed.
Word on limited is mana fixing.
Okay.
How's that a word?
Yeah.
Constructed,
sort of 2
the
words.
word is Jeskai.
Yes, in so many flavours.
Yes, yes. We saw Jeskai aggro, we saw Jeskai combo, we saw Jeskai tokens. So, you know, Jeskai was a big player today. I think there were a lot of expectations that we were going to see. We saw a lot of Caryatids and a lot of coursers, but it didn't feel like they turned up in the numbers that we were expecting coming into this event.
At Pro Tour M15, day 1 in constructed, the narrative was very much about the red decks, your rabble red.
Yeah.
They kind of got killed off on day 2 for the most part. My sense here is that there isn't a day 1, day 2 split to be had, and that actually we're not going to see all the control decks get murdered on day 2.
Well, if you put them all on camera, they will.
Oh, the curse.
Blue-black control has been cursed this weekend. 0-6 while on camera. It is doing well enough to get these players into the feature match area every round. And every round we just see it get rolled over on.
Basically, Flock used up all the control magic in the feature match area.
Control magic is not legal in this format.
Oh. Well, you can morph to control magic, right? That's kind of all right.
More of an active aggression. But.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so we've had 8 rounds, 3 rounds of draft, 5 rounds of standard. We will do it all again tomorrow when Yuya Watanabe and Mike Sigrist and about half the field will get to do it all again. And then on Sunday, we'll show you every turn of every game of every match in the top 8. It's the weekend. Nobody works the weekend. You've got no more excuses not to be with us. This isn't work. We're in Hawaii talking about magic.
Okay.
Behave.
You have me. You got me. I got
First
you. Got
world problems. And your first world problems is just working out when you're going to find time to eat around the next 24 hours of live magic. We'll see you tomorrow, morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are around the world. We thank you for being part of us. We will see you tomorrow for day 2. Pro Tour Tarkir. BDM, Rich, bye.